feel ashamed and not feel like I was standing alone. Those are the things I actually changed, but I did not do them alone. And I can't stress enough the importance of talking and trusting other people to help us. I thought I could do it alone, and I ended up isolating myself in my home for 3 years. Those were the 3 years that I dealt with my kids alone. That's how I figured I was going to change this alone. I felt I can't do it. And that is why I'm taking the time. When Diane called me, I knew what it took from me. And when she's telling me that the need, the desperation, I realized, you know what? I can share this little story that I have, and I can bring that here to let people know I was there, but I didn't do it alone. And I'll talk a little bit about things that I had to self-educate myself. I think that emotions, we were talking about little boys don't cry, and I talked about this yesterday. I just think, God, when I feel back, it will never end. I am going to feel this way forever. This pain will never go away. And people say, oh, in time it'll go away. And I'm thinking, you have no clue. It'll never go away. But I learned some things about the 5 stages of grieving. Right? And I'll go through them at a very high level. Just one sentence, not the whole textbook of 5 stages of grieving. First stage is denial of that. And I will relate it to abuse. I'm not being abused. Verbal abuse is nothing. I don't really like to do it. Why do I feel bad? Why do I go to bed crying? Why do I not invite anybody at my home? Why do I not answer the phone? Why do I not go to bed? I'm not being abused. So first, I have to come out of denial. It was extremely difficult for me, trust me, to accept that I was being abused. That was the hardest thing, to actually verbalize it. Inside, I knew I was okay. So I came out of denial. This can't happen to me. This can't, but it did. That's the first stage. Then I got angry. Why me? Out of everybody, why me? Okay? And I moved on to the third stage, bargaining. This is the stage. This is where the circle comes like this. You know, like, I'm abused, I got out. So the bargaining ends here, and I go back. The bargaining is, no, it's not right. It doesn't feel good. This is kind of scary. So it's not so bad. I think I'm going to go back. He's apologizing. It's okay. So I'm just going to go back. This time will be good. He's seen I was not denying. I was getting angry. And he says, oh, I'm so sorry. I screwed up. Let me go back. That, my friend, is what caused me to be in an abusive marriage for 21 years. It's a bargain. But I learned, because I learned it from professionals like these people. They told me where I was getting stuck. Now, I have something written, taped at the top of my computer that says, today, no bargaining, move to tomorrow. And every time I feel like, I need to pick up that phone, oh my God, what am I doing? I didn't bargain, I moved. So then I got out of bargaining. God, that was great. God, I'm never going to be that again. And then I got depressed because of the fourth cycle. I'm thinking, that was the 3 years I was in depression. It's not bargaining. I was depressed. Believe it or not, that stage, that's when we take our life. At that stage in my life, I felt I was going to end my life by driving my car over the turn. It was 2 years. So I thought I was safe, but I wasn't. Counseling, talking, helped me get out of it. And the final stage, guys, is acceptance. I have accepted the loss. And not just try to bear it quietly, is to talk about it. So I am at the stage of acceptance right now, but I did not get here like that. I started this process of separation probably before the actual separation in December 7th. Clearly, 3 to 4 years prior to that. And I had help. I have to change the way I think, and I have to accept certain things about myself. certain flaws about myself. And you talked about the neighbor saying they're talking about the other person. One of the things I found is in my circle of friends, as I moved, I used to know a lot of people, and a lot of people used to call me. And as I moved and I stood up for myself, my phone hardly rings at home. That's a fact. You know what? I took a stand, and it's a very difficult stand. And I'll tell you an attestation to that stand, and this happened today. My brother and I were in Rose Hall, and we ran into this gentleman who knows us. And he looked at me and he says, I know you. I know you. I'm like, oh, I didn't know him. I was 16. But I must look the same. He says, aren't you so-and-so? I was like, yeah. He said, weren't you married to that boy from so-and-so? Yeah. You know, he's a really good boy. He comes from a good family.
Big mistake.
But wait, let me bask in the glory of that conversation today. And he said, you know, I heard that you guys are divorced, and I heard that he abused you. He's a really good boy. I don't believe that. I said, really? Were you in the marriage with him for 21 years? When you were in the marriage with him for 21 years, then come here. Do you want to feel the 2-inch cut on my head? When you're in the marriage for 21 years, don't judge me. Yes, he was an alcoholic. He abused me. And that's a fact. And at the end of the conversation, he said, as we're walking up, you know what? I really didn't know him that well. Good answer. So, good answer. I said, good answer. So, that's today. So, with that said, I know I've been here like 20 minutes already. I just wanted to say that courage to change is not something that's overnight. It's not something that we can do alone. We all want to say we're perfect, we do it alone. But I had help, and I had a hope that one day I will no longer be, and I view my recovery on a horizon of, over there is dark, the grass is dead, there's rocks everywhere, and then I crossed this bridge with the help of people who put a bridge for me to cross. And I'm on a beautiful green horizon. And that journey took a lot of courage, a lot of fear, and a lot of change. So with that said, I want to thank everyone here sitting, taking your time to come out. Keep the focus, be engaged. And when we're dealing with victims, the only thing they want to hear is from our heart and how we feel. Not the logistics of what's going on and all this politics. With the victim, let's just give the victim what they need. And then go out and let's see what help and other capacity we can give. Don't let anyone make you feel that what you're doing is a waste of time. I was told on many occasions, I do a lot of charity and awareness work as well. Oh my God, why are you doing that? God, when do you have time? You know what? This gives me joy. Being able to hold somebody's hand and give them a hug, that gives me fulfillment in my life. That is the measure of how I want to measure the success in my life. Not by the degrees, not by the jobs, not by the accreditation. It means nothing if I don't have empathy for another person. Believe in this cause. Please, guys, believe this is a really, really good cause. And like this gentleman was saying, getting down to the villages, that is the grassroots. That's where we need to be. And finally, please have the courage to make a change. Even if that change may take a lifetime. That's all I have to share.